Well, one of the hottest bridal trends this season is the alternative engagement ring, along with quick engagement periods. So here to tell us more, Alison McGill from Wedding Bells Magazine.
Hello.
How are you?
Great, thank you.
So people are ditching the diamonds.
Yes, they are. Yeah, ish. We still have some diamonds happening, of course, that's the classic, but we're seeing a lot of alternative ring stones and styles, and I brought some great ones here today.
All right.
Shall we dive in?
Let's dive in.
Okay, so these rings are from Xand, and I brought a great variety that I think will appeal to everybody here.
They're beautiful.
So we will start with a classic diamond, but look at this vintage setting in this yellow gold. Very different, very unique, just like every bride is unique. You know, everybody isn't, you know, cookie cutter. This emerald ring here I love is a pear-shaped, and actually we can't probably see it, but it has a built-in monogram in the mount, which is amazing because you could have his initial and your initial built into this. Really beautiful. This stone here is a sugar plum morganite. Look at this one.
Oh my goodness.
Really dazzling.
This is gorgeous.
Different. I love the shape. Ovals are huge.
Yes.
And again, it's, you know, got this rose gold, and it's very unique and very beautiful.
Let me ask you something before you go to the rest. Is it, if you're getting a different gemstone, is it a little bit cheaper than a diamond? And can you maybe get a bigger stone?
This is a loaded question.
I know, right?
I know. You're asking
Do you see
me
how
the tough
gingerly
ones.
I asked that?
Yes, some gemstones can be at different price points, a little more affordable than a diamond. You could bump up. But again, it's all about the quality of stone that you choose to go for. So I always say it's quality over quantity.
Got it.
You want a beautiful looking stone, whatever it is. Emerald is a great example. Emerald can have a lot of inclusions in it. You want a really nice, crisp, clean emerald.
And you might have to pay more for that.
You might have to, and you might have to sacrifice in sizing.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
This one here, let's talk about this, black diamond. Ooh. This is amazing in this hectagon shape. So it's very different, very unique. We brought a matching band for it.
It's edgy.
Super edgy, right?
Yeah, it's edgy.
Another vintage diamond here. Again, I had to pay homage to the classics, right?
Yes, absolutely.
This one here is almost a periwinkle blue sapphire, which is incredible. And these little stalkers here, this is a huge, huge trend. It's like all about real estate on your finger. So
the more the merrier.
The more the merrier. So we've got like an emerald, a ruby, and a sapphire here.
Right.
So, you know, you can build your love story, as it were. And people love that. And you can mix it up. You can put it with other jewelry. So it's really fun. And brides are having a lot of fun kind of personalizing and doing something different.
It's all about showing your personality these days, right?
And I know you're going to ask me the next loaded question about, do you shop alone?
Yeah, well, do you? I mean, okay, here's the thing. The engagement has sort of evolved over the years.
Yes.
People are doing it a little bit differently now. I'm wondering, is it okay if you go with your significant other and choose the ring? Audience, what do you think? Is it okay? There's like, yes. I agree with you. Yes. What do you think?
I agree also. We talked about this. It's sort of pre-gaming, as I like to say.
Yes.
Because it's the most important piece of jewelry you're going to be wearing. You're going to wear it every day. You want to love it. You want to make sure that the person's going to love it. And also, another thing that comes into it is like ring sizing.
Yes.
That's something a lot of people don't go to, but it's like, you know, the question is popped, and then, oh, we have to go to the jewelers and get this sized for you.
Bummer.
I know, bummer. So pre-gaming, put some research into it. But yeah, definitely co-shopping is the way to go.
It's the way to go. And I know all the romantics are watching this thinking, those women who don't have an ounce of romance in them.
Realists.
I don't need to be romantic. I want the ring to fit. And I also want it to be the one that I like. Well, because I'm going to be wearing it every day. Like, who wants to go back to the store and say, oh, no.
You want to love it.
You want to love the ring. I think there's nothing wrong with that. Since we're talking a bit about etiquette, before we get into more etiquette, people are actually doing much shorter engagements.
Oh my gosh, lightning fast.
Are we just taking our cues from Hollywood, do you think?
Well, no, but we are seeing that. I mean, Justin Bieber and Hailey were, what, 2 months?
Yeah, right away.
Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas, 6 months.
Yes.
Karlie Kloss was 3 months. So people kind of want to get on with the show, and I think I agree with that. There's absolutely, you can do this. Wedding planning is, you know, a bit of an investment of your time, but it's easily done because there's lots of options out there. You don't have to get married on a weekend. You don't have to get married in the summer. Like, tons of options. The most important thing you need to decide, though, if you're on a quick timeline, 6 months or less, get that location nailed down.
100%.
From that, everything else will fall into place.
That's right. Trust.
That's
Just
what we are
get the
here for at Wedding Bells.
location.
Yes.
When it comes to the engagement, what kind of woman are you? Do you want the public engagement? You're on the Jumbotron, or your whole family's there, or you're on a TV show. How do you feel about that?
Well, I
etiquette-wise.
I think it's know your audience. I mean, you know, I think the day of the Jumbotron proposal has kind of gone by the wayside a bit. Everyone's taking it to the social. So it's like whatever that looks like on your Instagram. But, you know, I am a bit of a traditionalist and a realist. And I think it's a really private moment. And I think it needs to be special. I do think it needs to stand out on its own. The holiday season, of course, is big for engagements. But personally, like, I think you want to remember the moment you're engaged is not the time on Christmas Day, your birthday, or Valentine's Day. It needs to be a standalone special moment.
Yes.
And I think it's great you can have family around you to celebrate afterwards, but it's private.
I agree with that. I agree with that 100%.
And that's where I am a romantic.
Me too.
Yes.
So Leo, my husband was actually being very much pressured to get engaged to me on a show. We were on a reality makeover show.
Oh boy.
And he had the ring.
Yes.
And so the producer found out, and the producer was right on him. You know how us TV folks are. Do it on TV! And so he was thinking, he knew that I would not like it, but because they kept pressuring, he was thinking, do I do it? Would she like it? Would she like it? Thank goodness he didn't do it. I would have had to tell the poor man no. Like, no, you don't know me if you're proposing to me on a TV show. Like, I want it to be private and special between you and me.
And I think private moments in our lives are fleeting these days. And I think this is one of them. I think it's a special time. So he knew his audience.
He knew his
Good
audience.
on him.
He figured it out. He made the right move. And 12 years later, we're still married.
Amazing.
Thank you so much for that. I could talk about weddings and engagements and themes all day long, man. It's so good. We're switching gears, though. We're going to talk a little bit about beauty. If you're not using vitamin C in your beauty routine, here are a couple of reasons to consider it.